yoga sequence is to improve your energy. So the opposite of last week's yoga session where we wanted to get ourselves in a restful state for a great night's sleep, today we are focusing on boosting our energy. So this one is perfect to do in the morning or if you need a midday wake-up. Let's get started.
Starting out with a seated meditation. Go ahead and sit on the floor, your legs crossed. Reach the crown of your head up. Relax your shoulders with your hands on your knees. Focus on your breathing. Inhale. And exhale slowly through your nose. Reverse out of the pose. We're going to perform a dangling pose. You're going to stand tall, lengthen your spine, gently bending your knees, and relaxing your arms at your sides with your palms facing forward. Fold forward at your hips, maintaining the gentle bend in your knees, and wrap your hands around the opposite elbows. Keep your weight evenly distributed throughout your feet, but allow gravity to take over. Hold. Inhale. And exhale slow. Steady breaths through your nose. You can make this one a little bit easier by bending your knees even more to better support yourself during the fold. Imagine stress pouring out from the top of your head with every exhale. Slowly reverse out of the pose. This is called the deer. You're going to sit in a comfortable position, putting your hands on your knees. Keep your tailbone on the ground, cross your legs, and extend the crown of your head upward. Slide your left foot forward so your shin is roughly parallel to the top of your mat. If you feel discomfort in your left knee, keep your heel of your left foot closer to your groin. Rotate your right foot out and extend your right leg behind you until your right shin is parallel to the side of the mat, if you're using one. Place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand flat on the ground for support. Press down into your left hip to keep it close to the ground and lift up through your spine. Move into the twist by gently rotating your chest and shoulders toward your left side. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, slow, steady breaths through your nose. You're going to reverse out of the pose as you return to your starting position. Then we're going to repeat with the opposite leg. To make this one harder, you can fold forward toward the side of your front leg. You can place a bolster under your chest for additional support. Internally repeat, I am enough. As you hold this pose, let that statement sink in. I am enough. Side seal. Lie on your stomach and fully extend your legs behind you. Bend your elbows and keep your hands and forearms flat on the ground in front of you. Press your forearms into the ground to lift your chest and head off the ground. Push the ground with your right hand to roll onto your left hip and left forearm, keeping your legs extended and aligning your right leg on top of your left. Pull your shoulder blades back and lift your chest, placing your right hand flat on the ground in front of you for stability. Press your left hand into the ground to straighten your left arm and extend your tailbone toward your heels. Pull the crown of your head upward. Hold. Slowly reverse out of the pose as you return to your starting position. Then we're going to repeat on the opposite side. Lying on your stomach, bend your elbows and keep your hands and forearms flat on the ground in front of you. Push on the ground with your left hand to roll onto your right hip and right forearm, keeping your legs extended and aligning your left leg on top of your right. Pull your shoulder blades back and lift your chest, placing your left hand flat on the ground in front of you for stability. Press your right hand into the ground to straighten your right arm and extend your tailbone towards your heels. Pull the crown of your head upward. Hold. Slowly reverse out of the pose. Cat pulling its tail. Lie on your left side, extending your left arm toward the top of your mat and placing your head on your arm. Place your right hand flat on the side of your right thigh and stack your right leg on top of your left leg. Bend your left knee and reach your right arm behind you to grab the inside of your left foot with your right hand. Press your left heel out and away from your glutes, but keep your hips aligned. Prop yourself up on your left forearm and let your right leg go out to the side on its own. Keep holding your left foot with your right hand. This makes cat pulling its tail a little bit easier. We're going to increase the difficulty here in just a second, but if you want, you can just continue this hold here. Slide your right leg out toward the left side of your mat until it's parallel with the bottom of your mat. Reach your left hand out to grab your right big toe. Keep your head flat on the ground. Move into a spinal twist by dropping your right shoulder toward the ground and keeping your right hip stacked over your left hip as much as possible. Hold. Inhale and exhale. Slow, steady breaths through your nose. Slowly reverse out of the pose. We're going to perform the move on the opposite leg. Bend your right knee and reach your left arm behind you to grab the inside of your right foot with your left hand. Press your right heel out and away from your glutes, but keep your hips aligned. Prop yourself up on your right forearm and let your left leg go out to the side on its own. Keep holding your right foot with your left hand. To increase difficulty, slide your left leg out toward the right side of your mat until it's parallel with the bottom of your mat. Reach your right hand out to grab your left big toe. Keep your head flat on the ground. Move into a spinal twist by dropping your left shoulder toward the ground and keeping your left hip stacked over your right hip as much as possible. Hold. Slowly reverse out of the pose. This is called the snail. Lie on your back and bend your knees with your feet flat on the ground. Relax your arms at your sides and keep your hands flat on the ground. If you've ever suffered any kind of neck injury or if you suffer from glaucoma, you should avoid this pose because it could aggravate those conditions. We're going to lift our hips up and feet so that your knees move toward your head and place your hands behind your lower back. Let your spine and legs round to find your balance. Straighten your legs back over your head so your toes touch the ground behind you. Keep your hips elevated and straighten your arms out in front of you. Hold. Inhale. Exhale slow. Steady breaths through your nose. Slowly, very slowly, reverse out of this pose. Gently lower yourself down. Corpse pose. Lie on your back and bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the ground. Relax your arms at your sides with your fingers curled slightly upward. Extend your legs out one at a time, placing your heels toward the sides of the mat and letting gravity pull your feet down. Pull your shoulders down from your ears and extend your hands. Hold. Inhale. And exhale. Slow, steady breaths through your nose. Slowly reverse out of the pose. And I hope you're feeling energized and ready for your day.